Thomas, before I fall out for the night, go and see how son of Tojo is. Ask him nicely. No need to bow. If he's better, or does he need a quack? Room 1, staircase 3. Dr. Robson is concerned. She is to be informed of his condition. I expect it's only the trots. Don't clean up after him. That isn't your job. Let him lie in it.
You don't like them, do you, Mrs. Warburton?
I have very good reasons not to.
I know you have, Mrs. Warburton.
There is a lot to see, a great deal to see. Don't be confused by the multiplicity of good things, nor confounded by the contemplation of minutiae. Enjoy your Oxford, not because of this or that discovered, but I do beg of you, embrace us wholeheartedly, with open minds and with open arms, for only in that way can knowledge be gained. I talk not of this college or of that.
Excuse me, master.
Not of this college nor of that, but of the university as a whole.
Nobody is to leave.
And gentlemen, what a whole Oxford is.
Where are they? Up there, sir.
Evening, Max.
Good evening. I spy a boiled shirt. You've had dinner, I see. I have not. What's this?
What?
A tongue morse. Good job I saw that. Wounds to the hands, ankles, wrists, feet, mouth slit ear to ear, knife sticking in the chest. A shambles.
Oh, my God. Hello, Lewis. Where have you been? Go and look in the bathroom. That's where he washed off the blood. There should be something in there. And look down the plug hole.
Yes, sir.
But where were you?
I was home.
I was here. I've had to do everything.
Well, you were here.
Wasn't I, though? Well, go on, have a look. Don't step on anything, though. He was very dead, but I think still warm. Do you hear that, Max? That's my contribution. Do you know what that means, Lewis? Still warm?
It means not long dead.
Precisely. While I was here.
Will it give you nightmares, Sergeant?
No. No, not him. Seen too many pulled out of ISIS lock, haven't you, Lewis?
Not cut about like that, I haven't.
I make the time of death between 8 and 9 this evening.
Do you?
I do.
Ah.
Not a lot of blood about, though, considering.
Too much for me.
Been here for over half an hour.
His nibs is playing up, sir.
I think he's playing. Good, good. Maybe now leave?
There's been a murder, Sir Wilfrid. Sure? You can go, but I shall want to talk to you. Where will you be?
In my lodgings. Where else? What about the college servants?
You worried about overtime?
Yes, I am, Inspector. Times are hard. Otherwise, we would not have to put up with all these people we know nothing about all the year round.
Do you know very little about them, the students?
Not very much.
Now, one of the summer students has been the victim of an attack. It was a Japanese gentleman by the name of Yukio Lee. He left the table during dinner feeling unwell. We all saw him, I think. Do any of you know him or anything about him? Now, who sat next to him at dinner?
I did.
She did. You did, miss.
But I don't know him.
Well, never mind. We've got to start somewhere or we'll be here all night. Sergeant Lewis here will take some preliminary statements from you.
We'll want an interpreter, will we, sir?
No, they're not beginners.
Good. What about documents? You all right?
Yes, of course I am. Thank you.
Good. What about application forms, that sort of thing?
They're in the bursar's office.
Can you get them this time of night?
Well, I have a key. I can go anywhere. Now?
Yes.
Please. Is it necessary?
It is, Jane.
Right. Let's see if we can find another room, shall we?
You sure you're all right?
Yes, thank you.
Look, very often when something frightening happens, particularly if it's to do with someone close to you.
Look, I didn't even know him. I wasn't close to him.
No, I mean your father.
Just one key.
Yes.
Have you all got them?
No, just as senior fellows of the college. Oh, yes, we can go anywhere. We have to be able to. You see, otherwise we couldn't keep places locked.
Then you might have to tidy up, you mean?
Perhaps. You're right.
Yeah.
There's talk of having it cut down.
There always is. What I want to say is that if something sad has happened, you sometimes resent sharing it. I mean, even if you've been forced to share it, what happened? I'm talking about your father. I mean, perhaps more so if you're forced to share it with an outsider. Although I don't consider myself an outsider. I did think we were friends. I do understand, though.
This is hardly the time.
I know.
What do you want us to do?
Nothing. I'm just trying to tell you that I understand some of your feelings. I'm sure I do.
Will you want to talk to me, Chief Inspector?
Yes.
I'm talking about the course.
What?
What do you want us to do? Some of these students have spent a great deal of money on fares, fees. They want to go on with the course. Should we?
I don't see why not. Once we've talked to them, it's up to you.
Perhaps we shouldn't. Dunno. Should we?
It's up to you. If you feel it isn't right. What was his name?
I'm sorry.
Yukio Lee. They're in alphabetical order.
Yes.
Under L.
No.
No. Lee was his Christian name, or rather... Of course, he might well be Christian. There's no reason to think not. I mean, why do we assume not?
Jane, sit down.
I mean, some Christian, aren't they? Some of them. Just like us.
Dr. Robson, sit down here.
Can I get you anything? A glass of water?
I'll make a cup of tea.
Yes, why don't you?
I don't want a cup of tea. What am I going to do about the course? What am I going to do?
Well, you can go on with it, I've told you. As far as we're concerned, if we get through everything tonight. Here he is. In English. Do you know anything about him? He had a wife.
I know nothing about him.
Someone will have to tell his wife. Well, there's time for that. Well, you can have your cup of tea and then go. It's just a matter of talking to everyone. It's the only way anything is done. It'll take a long time. I don't think you should stay up.
Thank you.
How do you say his name?
Yukio Lee.
Rushing off?
He died between 8 and 9.
I know that.
Possibly. Approximately.
I saw him leave the dinner and I discovered him dead. I know when he died.
You have the advantage of me. I apply science.
It has to be a first time, I suppose. Is that him? You know me and bodies.
I do. Yes, that was him.
Are you sure?
Look for yourself. Positive.
Not like you.
Oh.
Time of death, positive identification.
Perhaps it's because I haven't eaten. Clear brain sharpened by hunger.
Under any physical disability you care to mention, he's put the sight of the eye, mean I play no games for no perception of the ball.
Hardly need me, do you?
Someone's got to clear up the mess.